As the snow of winter melts and spring comes in, once again the time of Easter approaches. You pass through the middle of town when you spot a rather unusual balancing act. Suriya is moving from pole to pole with Shazi perched atop her head, reaching the highest places with ribbons and paw.
To the left! To the left!
Nearby, other Pokemon are also helping decorate the plaza. You stand and watch a while until you spot a particular Pikachu. Novan's face is the picture of disappointment, and she is slow to begin her work with the others. You take a moment to ask what's wrong.
Oh, it's just... I painted my Perroc all nice and pretty for Easter, and now seems to have gone and hid itself. You decorated yours too? Whee!
Shazi slides down Suriya's back before bouncing over, quietly followed by the larger snake friend.
I tried to make mine look like an Easter egg. But wait, your rock is missing? They always move when you're not washing them.
Now that you mention it, I couldn't find mine when I was taking care of lunch. Maybe we need to go find them.
But there's still so much work to do here.
You have time on your hands, so you offer to search for the Perroc.
That would be a load off my mind.
I'll go look for them too. I think we're done with all the high stuff.
Oh, you're right. Thank you for helping.
We'll have your Perroc back in 2 flicks of a Dratini's tail. Let the hunt begin. You and Suriya end up searching for hours, eventually finding yourselves on one of the pathways out of town.
There definitely weren't any Perroc in the forest or the desert.
I know mine likes hanging out in the watery fields, but we could try the more grassy areas. She pauses as you both spot others in your path. Up ahead, a Mightyena and Abra are in the midst of discussion. They, in return, are quick to notice you and your 18-meter-long companion.
Elta! Methos! Hey, Suri!
Methos tips their hat in greeting as you approach. Have you guys seen an out-of-place Perroc around here? Both shake their heads in denial.
Has Nunca lost a Perroc?
Oh no, I did. Nunca's being a little helper today. You inform Eltefez your decision to help started with Novan missing her own Perroc.
Always glad to have a helping hand. Another pair of eyes on the lookout is appreciated.
That makes 6 reported so far. 6 missing Pokemon? All Perroc.
Selly and Gumshoe couldn't find theirs this morning, and now even more are going missing.
Silly as it might sound, there isn't a rock thief on the loose, is there?
Probably not, but it is a bit strange they all went missing at the same time.
Hopefully we can find them before it gets dark. The meeting comes to an end as you continue your search for any of the missing Perroc. You're searching across the fields when you come across a space of flattened grass. Among splatters of juices and weird tufts of fur, you find many Perroc, more than you knew you were looking for, all haphazardly arranged in a circle. One in particular, at the center of the circle, is colorfully painted and also seemingly untouched by the unsightly mess. The rest are stained by crushed berries, the juices causing loose hairs to stick to them. One in particular has etchings of brown crayon scribbled all over it. Oh, wow! There's so many! Hey, that's mine over there! I guess they had plans? Suriya stretches her long neck to survey the scene. Just what in the world were they doing? There is a fairly awkward silence, but you do get an idea. Maybe they were trying to decorate each other? Maybe. Let's gather them all up anyway. Help Suriya pick up all the Perroc. Back in the town square, you meet up with Shazi and Novi as they're finishing up the decorations. Turns out they were trying to decorate each other.
Seems like you wanted to show off to your friends too, huh, little buddy?
After getting a better look at Novan's creation and the pile of Perrocs and Suriya's coils, Shazi bounces around in excitement.
Oh, Novi! We should do a crafting station. We could do paints and stardust and pom-poms. That's a great idea.
You mentioned to the group that the Perroc were using berries to stain each other when you found them. They just weren't very good at it.
Then off to the gardens we go.
Freshly grown berries will be ideal for making paints. You, Suriya, and Shazi are finishing packing up the last of your harvest when an Allowtails crosses into your field from another garden. They're being directed by scent, so it's not until they lift their nose from the ground that they actually notice your group. I knew I smelled something familiar. Hi, Shazi. That's quite the haul. Did you get yourself a helper today?
No, he's painting rocks.
Oh, that sounds like fun. I wish I could join, but I haven't seen my Perroc since this morning. Sneezelda had herself a bit of a rock garden earlier, but they emptied the plants and disappeared.
We already found them.
I found mine too. You tell Nunca how you found the Perroc and their berry-covered mess in one of the fields. The Allowtails giggles before lifting one of your berry baskets with a sturdy tail. In that case, let's go make us some extra smooth smoothies. We can ask Becca to borrow her strainer. Blending the berries will yield leftover juices that can be made into paints. After carefully collecting the crafted colors into convenient containers, you return to the town square. Novan seems to have enlisted Allie to start setting up the crafting station.
Great!
This should be more than enough.
A wide variety of colors.
And scents too. Very nice.
I smell sweetness, some sour.
That one's dry. That one is bitter beyond all reason. Ugh. No spicy ones? Maybe we did. Maybe we didn't. Maybe I ate all the spicy berries before we could blend them.
Anyways, where's Perroc? I still want pom-poms. We need to get some more craft supplies.
Alex at the salon will have plenty of supplies that'll be perfect. You arrive at the salon. Shazi quickly bounces inside to greet Alex.
Hey, Alex, you got any extra crafting supplies? Like pom-poms? Especially pom-poms.
Sure, I can hook you guys up with some pom-poms. But do you mind doing something for me first? There seems to have been a bit of a mix-up. Alex struggles to pull something off the ground from behind the counter. Varagon hears the struggle and pokes his head into the room. Varagon? Yes, please. You're a back saver. Varagon hefts a heavy box onto the counter, its contents crunching and crackling slightly as the box lands with a weighty thud.
Thanks. Oh, wowzers!
Alex opens the top of the box. As you can see, I think someone else might have gotten my materials.
That is a box of rocks.
Yeah, I definitely didn't order this. You reach over and pick up a rock, testing its weight. It reminds you of the ones you usually find stocked at this fishing hut and suggests looking there. Better guess than mine. Now let's take a look at this box.
Now let's take this box.
Shazi focuses really hard. You can just about make the telltale sign of telekinesis around the box. Quite abruptly, one single rock is launched upwards and smacks into the ceiling. Unsurprisingly, it doesn't stay there for long, but at least it lands back in the box. I got this one. A very long tail wraps around the box and lifts it with relative ease, bringing it to the Milionaire's coils. Great! Hopefully my supplies are there. If not, I'm sure we can make do, but I was really counting on that restock today.
Got it! We'll be right back in a jiffy.
Hopefully there was only one mix-up, and Alex's supplies will be where this box was supposed to be. Arriving at the fishing hut and its attached shop, you find a very fluffy but ink-stained Persian sitting next to a box.
Luna! You'll never guess what we found!
Rocks! Rocks!
Rocks! Bless, thank you!
As Luna happily accepts the box of rocks, you mention the swap labels. These costume supplies would make for terrible rocks. Someone somewhere probably has a box of bait too, but at least I've been able to make do with chocolate.
All right, now let's get this back to Alex so we can get those pom-poms.
Pom-poms?
Pom-poms!
We're gonna do a crafting station with the Perrocs. That sounds like fun. Could I bring mine? I think I already saw yours there.
What?
How?
It's 'cause you weren't looking. That's when they move.
You successfully return the box of supplies to Alex, and in return receive plenty of pom-pom for the crafting station.
All right, I think we might be about ready. We're still missing something. Glitter!
I'm fairly sure Spark will provide us with more than enough glitter. What about Stardust instead? Stardust will be significantly easier to work with and clean up. Wow, now that's a craft setup.
Yes! It's perfect! There's so many options. I'm not sure what I should paint. I already know what I need to do.
Nunca is quick to get started. Many tails dip into paints to be used simultaneously as brushes.
Oh, these colors look nice.
With so many ideas before you, it's time to decorate your own rock. Once everyone has put finishing touches on their Perroc, the group sits back to admire their work. The cleanup looks like it'll be tasty.
It already has been.
I love how yours turned out.
Thanks. Hey, thanks again for finding all the missing Perroc.
That's part of my job. It seems this impromptu event was fun for a lot of owners, too.
I know I had fun. It's always fun to do stuff together.
As night falls and the party winds down, you're about ready to go home. Well, that's about it for today.
I've put all the leftover supplies in the box.
Box. Gives me an idea. I'll take them and spread them around the scour areas. That way people who missed out on today can still enjoy them.
Ooh, great idea. I'll help.
I'm sure that'll be a lot of fun.
And come to think of it, the accessory shop could always use some new things. Maybe leave the rest there?
Good call. I'll get right on it. Tomorrow. The Perroc appear to be happy.